What's good, YouTubers and YouTubex? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Bob Arum and Top Rank Boxing is looking to stage IBF champion Richard Commey versus Teofimo Lopez for December 14th at Madison Square Garden as the co-main event for Terence Crawford versus Aegis Kavaliauskas. New York is a hell of a town. That's where they're looking to stage that fight at. So it's been a lot of whispers going on, like what's going on with Teofimo Lopez. He's having family issues, and maybe he's going to take time away from the sport of boxing. But now Top Rank has slated that fight for December 14th. Now it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, because actually Terence Crawford versus Aegis Kavaliauskas fight has not been yet made. They've been looking at two different dates. I think the first date they were looking at is in November in Omaha, Nebraska. It'll be a hometown fight for Terence Crawford. But I think Aegis and his team balked on that idea. They want that fight at a neutral venue, and that's why Top Rank was looking to put that fight on at December 14th in New York City, Madison Square Garden, but December 14th. Now, they still haven't come to agreement on that, but that's what it's looking like it's going to happen. But just in case that fight does not get done, they can easily bump up the Teofimo Lopez versus Richard Commey as a headline main event. That fight is actually a headline main event, so for them to put that as a co-main event for potential co-main event for Terence Crawford versus Aegis Kavaliauskas, that's going to be a hell of a card, man. And as you know, Fox PBC's got that date set up too for potentially J. Rock Williams versus Jared Swift Hurd. So it's shots fired by Top Rank Boxing, man. That's gonna be a hell of a card. Hopefully they can stagger the times where boxing fans can be able to watch all three fights. But it's gonna be interesting to see how they do the time. Usually on the Fox card, they start around 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. So it'll be interesting to see with the Heisman Trophy ceremony going on around about that same time. I would predict that the Terence Crawford card probably wouldn't start till around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And if they have Teofimo being the co-main event, Teofimo and versus Richard Commey being the co-main event, I would say that would start around about 9, maybe 10 o'clock. And then the Terence Crawford fight will probably start around 11 o'clock. So if they can stagger those times, I think boxing fans will be able to watch all three fights. Because if the Fox card start at 7 o'clock, and then maybe they have maybe 1 or 2 fights leading up to J. Rock versus Hurd, so I would assume that fight will be off around about 10 o'clock at the latest. You know, the J. Rock Hurd fight will be over at around 10 o'clock, so that'll lead right into the Teofimo Lopez versus Richard Commey IBF championship matchup. And then at 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock midnight, it'll be Sunday morning, we'll get Terence Crawford versus Aegis Kavaliauskas. But December 14th is looking like a prime day for boxing fans, and it's a good thing to see. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, man. But they still got to get the Terence Crawford versus Aegis Kavaliauskas fight over the finish line. I suspect, just speculation on JB Sports mind, just pure speculation. But I do think that Top Rank probably wants Terence Crawford to sign an extension, and that's why they want, and with him signing their extension, they're going to give him that prime date of December 14th. Again, that's the date that ESPN and college football have the Heisman Trophy ceremony. It will be on that date. And then right after that, it will lead into the Terence Crawford versus Aegis Kavaliauskas matchup. And that's going to be real good ratings for that, because a lot of people that's watching the ceremony will stay tuned and watch both fights. So it's a prime spot, man. It was been given to Vasily Lomachenko the last 2 years by Top Rank. So that's a prestigious date. And I think they're using that as a caveat to get Terence Crawford to sign an extension. Well, not even an extension, but because I think his contract runs up at the end of this year. I believe that's the case, and I think they're trying to get him to re-sign with Top Rank, man. And they said if you re-sign with us, we'll give you that date. If he doesn't re-sign with them, maybe they stall him out, put him on the shelf. Maybe I'm just speculating. You know, they're known to do that. They did that with a lot of other fighters that didn't sign with them. They put them on the shelf, and basically the fighters just had to wait till the contract ran out, and they was able to leave and sign with a different promotional company. So we'll see what plays out, man. We'll see how it plays out. From what I'm hearing, I'm thinking Bud ain't really trying to go nowhere. He's happy at Top Rank. He doesn't want to go over there to the PBC because he feels that it shouldn't matter where he's at. He should be able to get the big fights, and he's not going to be going over there trying to chase Errol Spence. You don't want to go there trying to chase Errol Spence. He said he's got a belt. Errol's got a belt. The fight should be made. They're the two top fighters at 147 pounds, and they should fight. The best fight the best. So I think he's content at Top Rank. So don't be surprised if he does re-sign with Top Rank and he headlines that December 14th card. That's gonna be a blockbuster though. You know, blockbuster card. The co-main event is better than the main event actually. You know, overall card. I really ain't crazy about Terrence fighting Aegis Kavaliauskas. I think that's that's gonna be an easy win for Terrence. Kavaliauskas had problems with Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson on nearby had the skills and the boxing power of Terrence Crawford, and he had a hard time cutting the ring off and walking him down as he was getting picked off with shots and couldn't close the distance. I actually thought he did win the fight because he landed the most significant punches of the fight, but he didn't look good at all in that matchup. And the fight ended up being a draw, and I think one judge even gave the fight to Ray Robinson, so it was a majority draw. So he's able to hold on to his mandatory status. So that's again, man, Top Rank. And Bob Arum is looking to have a major card. Like I say, the main event, Teofimo Lopez versus Richard Commey, is going to be a hell of a fight, man. That's a true 50-50 fight. And that's basically, that's a hell of a fight, man. That fight actually could be a headline fight. That could be a headliner by itself. They don't need to be a co-main event. But they're looking to do that and appease Terrence Crawford with him re-signing. That's speculation, with him re-signing with Top Rank, giving him that date and him being the headliner at the Big Apple, Madison Square Garden. Got a co-main event that, like I said, would be a main event in any other situation, but they're looking to load that card up, behind the Heisman Trophy ceremony. So that's just what it is, man. December 14th is the date, Madison Square Garden. Teofimo Lopez challenges IBF champion Richard Commey. And that's going to be and the winner of that fight, they will be looking to set that fight up with the winner of Lomachenko and Luke Campbell. Assuming that Lomachenko prevails in that fight. Mostly all experts and insiders, boxing insiders, predicting him to win that fight pretty comfortably. Then you can set up a stage with Lomachenko fighting the winner of Richard Commey and Teofimo Lopez. And whoever comes out of that fight, that's going to be a hell of a fight that they could put against Lomachenko. And Top Rank Boxing would more likely be looking to put that fight on ESPN pay-per-view. That'd probably be one of their first pay-per-view events. Now, what'll be their second pay-per-view event? They did Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. They'll be looking to do that early next year. A pay-per-view with Lomachenko versus the winner of Richard Commey versus Teofimo Lopez. Lopez has got a lot of people excited about his career and his knockout. And, you would hope that Top Rank would be hoping that Teofimo Lopez comes through that fight with Richard Commey, because him and Lomachenko would do better numbers than Richard Commey versus Lomachenko. So we'll see how it all plays out. This is JB Sports. Subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I'll holla.